Began. Had a couple of blowouts, some bad performances, but these two teams just battling each other. What we expected when the series began. What we also expected, Mark, was the Magic to hit a lot of threes. Wasn't happening early in the series. Boy, did it happen in the first half.
Well, absolutely. This is the Magic offense that we've been waiting for, and they did a great job of making plays for each other early on in this ball game.
And it's our winning Windows 7 winning combination.
Spreading the wealth. Carter knocks down a jumper. Lewis knocks down a long ball. Nelson. Barnes in the corner, and just like when I was a kid, a temporary layoff against JJ, you in trouble. Outstanding job finding guys all first half.
So terrific shooting. Again, they struggled the first three games, started to come alive in the fourth, and then just great three-point shooting here to start game 5. Do you have any stories about when you were a kid?
Not TV shows, no.
You probably lost your temper when you were a kid. That's what happened in the first half of this game.
Well, I'm not even sure anybody lost their temper. I just think, unfortunately, there were some technicals called that marred the first half. You see there, to me, that's a technical on Gortat making a play on the ball after the whistle. But Perkins picking him up, loses grip, and I think he just accidentally elbowed Gortat. I don't even think he knew he was behind him. I think this double technical is basically an overreaction, and then this was a 50-50 call that could have gone either way. Perkins, a momentary expression, and he gets thrown out of the game on his second technical, and to me, he didn't get his money's worth. If you're going to get thrown out, you got to kick it up into the stand.
And importantly for Boston, that's Perkins' 7th technical of the playoffs. Now, if the technical holds on your 7th technical in the postseason, you're suspended for the next game. So if Orlando wins and that technical holds, Perkins can't play in game 6. What the league does during the regular season and the playoffs, after each flagrant foul, after each technical foul, they go back and review it, and they can rescind it. It happens frequently. You hope that it'll be rescinded for Perkins because it really didn't look like he deserved that.
Well, it's not just game 6. It would be game 1 of the finals.
Right. Either way, he's suspended the next game.
But I would totally expect the league to take a look at it and rescind the technical.
But Perkins is done for the night. Rondo gets inside. Nice move from Rondo. And with all the fine play from Orlando and the great shooting, their lead is just 6.
But lost in Orlando's great shooting. Boston shot 4 for 5 from 3, so they shot it well. And I think offensively, Rasheed Wallace playing him is a huge advantage. He shot the ball extremely well.
Barnes shoots that one extremely well. After the good initial defense, Barnes with 9 points. He's come alive a little bit offensively the last couple of games.
But you make a good point, Coach, because defensively for the Magic is a tougher matchup, because when they didn't play Kendrick Perkins zone in the area, now you have to defend Wallace and Garnett.
Ray Allen. Rondo given the open shot. Rondo able to connect. He's starting to hit 13 points and 5 assists.
And Rasheed Wallace is going to have to make sure he doesn't take needless fouls. Without Perkins, and he can't just whack at Howard.
And there you go, right on cue, count it, and a foul, and that's 4 fouls on Wallace.
But that's exactly what you need from Vince Carter. Turn the corner and look to score. I'm sure Stan Van Gundy is thinking, that's exactly what I wanted. And Doc Rivers is thinking, putting pressure on the defense. Carter, big, skilled, and a scorer. Go to the body of the bigs, take the contact, and finish.
So Wallace will sit with his 4 fouls. Remember, Garnett had 2 quick ones, but that's all he has. And Glenn Davis returns to the game. As Carter completes the 3-point play, he has 6.
But even this unit is a better offensive unit than with Kendrick Perkins, where Dwight Howard is going to have to guard somebody who can make a 17-footer.
Ray Allen, the spin, too strong. And a foul on Davis, and that's Davis's 3rd foul. Right from the start, they called this game tighter than previous games. As a player, you have to adjust. Alley-oop to Howard! timeout, Boston.
Magic fans loving what their guys is doing. Lob pass from Nelson. Dwight Howard does the rest. Outstanding job. Kendrick Perkins, you are missed.
Forward, my fault. He goes, we've got to get out of that right now. He said, but honestly, being down 8 at the half, he didn't feel that bad given how they had played, Mike.
Well, especially that three-point range, Doris, 10 of 16. The NBA record for most threes by a team in a playoff game is 20. Seattle did it back in 1996. Carter won't go. Rebound taken by Allen. Rondos draws the foul. Well, the first 3 games, the Magic had to play from behind. It seemed like all game long. And the last 2 games, Boston trying to battle back from behind. As Rajon Rondo will shoot free throws. He's just 1 of 5 from the line.
You know, the dangerous thing against a veteran basketball team like the Celtics, they're thinking, let's continue to hang around and we're going to go on a run. You can tell that's the mindset. And if you're the Magic, you have to make sure you keep your foot on the gas pedal.
So another miss. You know, we talked about how Rondo in the offseason went to Mark Price, who has kind of like a shooting camp for shooters. And the thing he told him to help him get better at the line and from the field, as we're going to have a loose ball foul against the Magic, was keep your right elbow in. That elbow drifting out. As he's now 1 of 7 that they call it. No, it's going to be a foul, not a violation. So Boston will get possession.
And that's a huge call right there.
Lewis's 4th foul.
Because that's his 4th. That's a bad block out by Lewis, trying to face guard him. Step in there, turn, and you have guys who are squeezing in. Dwight Howard's going to clean up all that stuff.
See Nelson playing off Rondo, daring him to shoot, gets in the paint, puts it in. So good at that floater, Mark.
And you can tell Rondo is looking to be aggressive offensively. If you're the Magic, you have to make him become a jump shooter. Anything other than a jump shot is bad defense. Another unforced error by Jameer Nelson.
That's helping keep Boston in the game. 9 turnovers for Orlando, just 4 for Boston.
And they're just going right at Jameer Nelson.
Rondo kicks it out. Garnett. Kevin Garnett's getting it going. He had missed about 5 straight. Now has 6. Check that, 8 points.
But this is the difference with Davis and Garnett in versus Perkins. Any help, a big who's on the floor can shoot the ball.
Carter, nice move from Carter. 8 points in the game. Trying to rebound from that disastrous game 4. Garnett doesn't settle this time, drives. Rondo, tough shot. Howard the rebound.
I played with Vince Carter, and he's a guy that there are times when he gets a look that says, give me the basketball. He wants to be aggressive offensively, and he certainly has that look right now.
Carter won't go. That was in Toronto, right?
Absolutely. I mean, an outstanding offensive guy that really had the package and able to score in a variety of ways.
The Magic energy has dropped, though, a little bit.
Garnett from straight on. In and out. Nelson on the drive. Gets it to go. 9 points for Nelson. Lead back up to 10.
Nelson did a great job that time of using the Celtic bigs, Glenn Davis, to set screens on Rondo. So he went behind the body of Davis and got all the way to the cup.
Pierce goes all the way to the cup and draws the foul as he hit his head. Knocked down and whacked the back of his head. He's holding, looks like his right shoulder.
He's had that issue before. If you remember, he hit a screen earlier in this year where he had that.
We're going to have a timeout as Eddie Lacerte, a longtime head athletic trainer for the Celtics, jogs on the floor. Pierce definitely shaken up on the play. Ooh, that's kind of stinger the way he awkwardly landed.
You can see his right arm going back as Dwight Howard was coming down. So nothing intentional, but a tough spill from Pierce.
ESPN's presentation of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Brought to you by the Sierra from GMC. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job.
And shake it up, stay down a while. Important for him to stay on the court because if he couldn't shoot the free throws, he couldn't return to the game. As Jameer Nelson and the Magic continue to push the tempo tonight, Mark.
Well, exactly what we talk about. When you push the ball, good things happen. So he's using Glenn Davis as a screener. When you push the